Hey, so I am going to be, hi senpai, and I'm going to be doing my sketchbook tour. This has been about like a week and, so I've been finished with this for about like a week, a long week, because I haven't bought a new sketchbook yet still, so I've been in that weird limbo when you don't have a sketchbook yet, but you finished one, so I figured today was a good time to finally get this out of the way. And so we'll just hop right into it. This is a little bit, I think, before school started and then to the beginning of the school year. We have probably one of my favorite pictures in the entire sketchbook. Because it's a very sketchy one. There's lots of just random pictures in here, but there's that one. I enjoy portrayals of the host. My favorite headcanon for the host in his eyes is that he actually stabbed them out himself in order to become more powerful. I think a lot of people underrate or underestimate the host, and so I was gonna draw it, and then I really didn't want to. There's Leander, some different things, doodles and expression practices and funsies. Outfit that came out of literally nowhere. Lots of dark. I at the beginning of this at least. Here are some different pictures. Hey there. A few different pictures I did while I was hanging out with my friends. That's my friend, that's my friend, that's one of my characters. That's kind of me, that's one of my characters. Just some different pictures. That is a shoelace eating monster that I drew. And then these are, ooh, exciting. These are some of the different requests. I did a expression meme request thing. Because I enjoy them a lot. I think they're lots of fun. So here are some things from those. And here are some that I did that I don't know if I ever actually got around to posting these. But the pictures are from the expression, or the expressions are from it. But I decided to do some with my own OCs and stuff. This is for youth, which is up on the channel. Which is for Hearts and Heroes, which is such a great game. Then we kind of hop back into some different expression memes. Those are for my OCs. That's kind of low-key me and my sister. Also kind of low-key not. More of the expression stuff. I really like how that one came out a lot. And kind of that one. Some shark fusion. Some, let's see, Septishu. I have not seen it, and I probably will never see it because I don't like horror movies or scary movies at all. Hi, Dan. This is a redraw of something. It's all the way over there on my wall, but this is a redraw of a pose to try and make it look more dynamic. This is like the eclipse. I don't know, I thought that they looked pretty. Anyway, then this is when it starts to happen. This is when I start to get into the Adventure Zone, because I've heard a lot about the Adventure Zone, and then I just recently actually got around to listening to the entire thing. That was probably a bad day. Lots of random characters, more Leander doodles, because I really, really love Leander. OCs galore. Oh, well, thanks for stopping by anyway, Dan. I'll talk to you later. Or you can talk to me later, or whatever. The Adventure Zone. Hey, by the way, hey, Signy. Love having you over. The Adventure Zone is a Dungeons & Dragons podcast that has a really, really cool story to it. It swears a lot, so if you don't like swearing, I couldn't recommend it. It's hard to explain the story without spoiling it, but it has a really good story with really great plot twists. Kind of wish I had listened to it before I knew some of the plot twists, because then it would have been even better. But overall, some of the ways that it decides to do things I think are really cool. It provided lots of motivation for different stories for me, and it's also motivated me to finally set up a Dungeons & Dragons group with my friends, which is what I've been working on low-key this week. So that's fun. It's really great, so I definitely recommend it unless you really don't like swearing, because there is lots of, swear words in it. That was from The Mute, which is up on the channel. And that's cool, senpai. That's that one picture of Mark, and that's just drawing curly hair, kind of. This is the rest of The Mute, because it was split up between a few different pages. Oh, cool. Then I would definitely recommend it. I at least really enjoyed it. And if you don't like the Adventure Zone, that's like equally as chill. I finally got around to listening to it, and I really thought that the story was really great. It's complete, so it's like finished, but I'm excited to see what they're gonna do next. This was so I've started school by the time we get to this page. Somewhere back here I started school. But this is different pictures of people sitting in their desks, kind of, and these are all different poses, kind of the teacher. That's not the teacher. No. Diaploma? I don't know. I don't know what that is. Some different pictures and stuff. School gives me mad anxiety and makes it harder for me to draw and stuff, so we start to get to some pretty, less high quality stuff. And I've been working lots of hours recently, which has also been cutting into that stuff. But I still love drawing. It's my thing, so I've still been enjoying it. Lots of different expressions and stuff. Mood. Look, there are some feetsies I drew. I have this one friend that really hates feet, really despises them, and I'm not really sure why. Marching band has started up for my sister, so that's kind of become more of my life. Here's some more drawings I did for, the main cast of the Adventure Zone. Still before I don't know if I've started listening to it at this point or not. No, I have. But I still hadn't, settled on designs quite yet. Animal Crossing is, my number one stress reliever. That's Odin from Way to Go, Paul. Dirosphere and their sounds cool. Sounds very interesting, senpai. Of course, I'm always constantly working on and off on stories. Hey there, Taiga, something like that. Oh, what do you play, Signy? Here's that's Leander, that's the kind of Taco, that's Magnus. So we get a bunch of different stuff. At this point, I've kind of moved a little bit away from the YouTube scene. Not that I don't like it and not that I don't still love it. It's just because there's no plot or story, it's hard for me to continually, make stuff for it. Does that make sense? So I'll do fan art for different, things about them, but I'm not, Anyway, I still love it. I still love Let's Plays and stuff. I always will. Second Trumpet, that's so cool. I've watched Katie's marching band program. I watched it yesterday at least, and it's coming along pretty well. I don't know if it's their best, but I'm not an expert or anything, but I thought it looked really awesome, and the music was pretty dang cool. I always find it interesting how you, figure out ways to knit characters together in a story, artfully. That's a girl that sits next to me. I drew that without her knowing. Like a creep. Here's some more of my, anti and dark fusions that I've done before. I really like that design, particularly for a shirt. More stuff. That's a dog. Look at it. It's so cute. Some, anti-design. This is from the Adventure Zone. I never posted these online. I kept forgetting to, but this is some more of my Atoms and my Taylor design from Lifeline, which is an app, a storytelling app thing, which I love. Just a bunch of doodles recently. Some more Way to Go Paul concept art and stuff, specifically in that one for Odin. My favorite characters in Animal Crossing are KK, Rover, and Kix, so some little humanization drawings of them. I had a pen and I had a Sharpie, so I just kind of went with that. Some more shark stuff. I enjoy /hate trying to figure out what to do with characters that have multiple arms. Wow. That's intense, senpai. I love Animal Crossing to death. It is absolutely my #1 stress reliever. I'm glad you have your own children, senpai. My characters are likewise very much my children. Some more than others, but for the most part. This is something in class we were talking about how lots of kids, it was very interesting. So when you ask someone what they want to be when they grow up, they say something, or what are you going to do when you grow up? And then there's, what do you want to be when you grow up? And their face changes. Like, they'll be like, well, I want to become I'll probably go into my parents' automobile business because that's what they've always done. And then their face lights up and they say, but what I would love to do when I grow up is I'd love to something. And my teacher basically said, I think that's what you should do. Oh, I've been fawning over Animal Crossing since I used to go to my friend's house just so I could play their GameCube version of it. Ooh. I'll have to check it out. I haven't been on YouTube or Tumblr as much recently. Like, not as much as I previously have been. I've kind of just been glancing on, so I'm sorry that I haven't been, if you guys have been posting stuff, or if you guys have been, putting stuff up, and I haven't, I'm sorry, I just, like I said, I'm working lots of hours right now, and I have school, and so basically what happens is my time is monopolized from 5:50 in the morning until 2:30, and then I usually start work around 4 o'clock or 5 o'clock, and that usually goes until about 10 or 11 at night, and then I have to do homework. So between work and school and homework, basically lots of my time is filled in. So instead of going out and exploring new things to kind of distract myself with, I've just been regurgitating the same videos and the same music and stuff because I don't have the time for anything else, which is also why I haven't played Hive Swap. Partially why I haven't played Hive Swap yet is because with Hive Swap, I know I'll end up having to invest hours into it, and I just can't do that right now. Anyways, that's my little apology for you guys. Sorry. That's kind of my school mood. Hi, Lily. That's an old OC of mine for a story that I'll probably never get around to writing. Story of my life, am I right? This is a human half-moon design from Warrior Cats. This is a Jay's wing design, and this is a Jay feather design with kind of small differences. Jay feather is a little bit thinner, whereas Jay's wing is a bit more bulky. Jay feather is kind of sad and morose, and I didn't quite portray it as well as I could have, but he's kind of spikier and stuff, and he has feathers in his hair, and he has a braid, and I think he might have a ponytail, and he's softer. His hair looks soft. He's just a soft character. That's a girl's braids from one of my classes. This is the Rad Reaper, Grim, who I really adore him as a character, even though he's not really in any of my stuff. Just lots of doodles, because this is what I do in every single gosh dang class I'm in, instead of paying attention. Having fun with Sharpies, because how can I have a Sharpie and not draw? More of my little Rad Reaper, some different things. Briar the cutie. I'm not really... Oh, that's supposed to be Sloan. That's some concept stuff for Sloan. This is some building on Marion, who's one of my characters. I've decided... He's a vampire, so he's about 300-ish years, give or take a few decades. He is a second-generation immigrant from way back when, and his parents kind of didn't really carry over the culture to him, and now he's 200-ish some odd years old, 300-ish years old. And he gets this existential crisis, which is kind of what his character ends up building upon. And he decides to try to rediscover where his parents came from and stuff. I do like Steven Universe. And thank you, Lily. And let's see. Yeah, I have mostly, because it's my senior year, so most of my teachers have been pretty chill and stuff. They've mostly been like, most of them are classes where they either already know me from previous years, or they kind of, as long as I participate enough, they'll leave me alone, which is what I usually do. I just try to participate enough that they'll leave me alone. This is a character design I kind of did for a figurehead type guy or whatever. That's my pumpkin OC that always comes back around fall time. These are like little cute doodles for like Raikou, Suicune, and Entei. I did Raikou first and then just built on that. More doodles. This is practicing with contour line drawings and stuff. How did I evolve my... Oh, hey, McGee. How did I evolve my style? I don't know how to put it. Like, I've just been building on it for a while. I kind of... Oh, hold on. Okay, yo, dude, sorry about that little bump in the road. I accidentally pressed my home button. Thank you, I'm glad you like them, Signy. And I did not actually use a water stone because water would not be good with paper. So basically what I did was you look at other people's art and you take what you want from it. Which sounds mean. You make your art look like how you want it. I say, oh, Okay, hold on. A leaf stone, yes. So, you look at someone's art, you say, I like this art. Then you take a moment and you say, what is it about their art that I like that I don't see in my art? So then you take what you like from theirs and you start trying to practice it in your art. And maybe you find out that's not how you want your style to look. Or you hybrid what you like with something else or with what you already have. Either way, the point is that you can not like copy. I'm talking about you say, for instance, I looked at Viria, who's a very popular and very talented artist who I strive to be like them someday. I went, what do I like about Viria's art? And I said, I really like how they draw eyes. So I changed the way I drew eyes and adapted it to different various influences in my life at the time. Then I'd look at someone else's thing. I'd be like, well, I've been struggling with hands, but I really like their hands. How do they draw hands? So it's not... And then you also you look at people. How does my hand look, and how do I try to portray that? It's a bit of a blend between looking at real life, looking at other people's art, and trying to put down what you see in your head. It's hard. We're just gonna keep going now. Lots of stuff. That's OCs. That's from a recent Against All Odds update. I don't know if that made any sense. I'm so sorry. I'm really scatterbrained right now. Here's some more doodles for Half Moon and stuff. I'm really passionate about Human Warrior Cats headcanons. So, yeah. This was probably for something, but I don't remember what. Lots of just random things fill this up. That is a very badly drawn cat, but I sure did draw it. I even posted it. I don't know why. That's a very soft-looking dark. Yeah, cats. Can't I? That's the cat's name, can't I? Oh, have fun at band practice, Lily. I'm waving. Here, I'll wave in there. Yeah. This is from the stream. I don't know if you guys were at that stream, but that was a stream I did. More stuff. I am not going to give you guys my spiel on egos and stuff right now. This is Skull and Hati. They are identical twins. I'm really passionate about portrayals of identical twins for pretty obvious reasons. But they're Skull and Hati. They're both werewolves, and they both run a fraternity house for specifically werewolves on school campus in a story that me and Brownie are working on. And then this is an outfit meme request night thing I did. That is the lovely Signy. And she's looking fab, because she always looks beautiful, and I can only attempt to, like, draw her as good as she actually is. And McGee, no, stop. While discussing my characters with Katie, we came to the very, like, sudden conclusion of that Marion really, really, like, well, specifically Leander really hates Marion. That just happened. Hey, Senpai, welcome back. Here are some more doodles from Against All Odds. That's a Magnus. Lots of Magnus. Ooh, exciting. I'll have to try to check it out. I'll try to check it out. Again, I did this on a Sunday because I have more time on a Sunday than any other day of the week. And after this, I kind of have to jump into homework. So I really will do my best to check it out, but also, again, I really have to head into homework, which sucks, because I have lots of late work, and parent-teacher conferences are coming up, and my parents will not be very pleased with me if they see the grades I am getting because I'm not turning in homework. Anyway, here's some more of the Adventure Zone stuff, because at this point, I got pretty far into the Adventure Zone, and it's just really, really, really flipping good. Some space aesthetic stuff. Adventure Zone stuff. I learned how to draw people with beards. It's really great. Oh my gosh. The Adventure Zone is so good, and it's such a good story, and I love it when a story knows how to just do their beginning, middle, and then end it when it's done instead of keep going. I would highly suggest it. And if you don't like it, that's totally cool. If you, like, start listening to it and you're like, you know what, this isn't for me, that is awesome. Like, you know, you do you, but I personally really enjoyed the story. So we get lots of doodles from that. It's a podcast. You can find it a playlist for it online, like on YouTube, or you can, if you have Apple or something, or a podcasting app, you can listen to it there. Here's a bunch of random doodles. There's a space boy with his juice box. I really like this picture. I really do. That's a bit of a face. Oh, crap, it's an Eliza. What's up? Who could have guessed? Wild Eliza appeared. What is this? 1 or 2 years ago? So that's again, trying to figure out some designs for different things. It's just from some requests I got on my Tumblr. I never did finish filling out requests, so well. Oh, Stranger Things is really good too, though, I gotta admit. Here's some John Hunger doodles. Just lots of stuff. And again, we get really into the Adventure Zone, so I'm trying to figure out designs for various characters. I like that picture a lot. And that one. Again, it's so good. Ugh, Stolen Sentry. I drew all of these during the Stolen Sentry. The Stolen Sentry is such a good flipping arc. Oh, by now this is the finale. And I have now probably, by this time, finished Taz. Which is, it was so good. And it ended. There's some more art for Way to Go, Paul, because of course I had to. So here's a bunch of smoking doodles because Felix is a turd that smokes a lot. I don't know if you guys remember Felix. My OC, one of my babus, one of my children. He smokes. Trying to figure out what my Lucretia designs are, that kind of stuff. Various things. When you're surrounded by people and you ate all of them. School, am I right? This is for a Taz compilation thing that I have posted up on my channel. Yes. Yes. And again, way to go, Paul. If we ever actually get around to finishing it, that won't be what it's called. But for now, it's just like that is, and why is the title called that, as in, yes. That's just that, yes. Because while most of my teachers are chill with drawing in class, less of them are chill with phones, so I end up having to write down lyrics and stuff for songs that I'm doing animatics to, which, by the way, sorry I haven't done lots of animatics recently. I've started several, but I can't really get myself to follow through right now, and I don't know why. So I'm sorry that hasn't been a thing that's happening recently. Yeah, this is all stuff that's on the channel, in one way or another. We have some crappy art. We have some doodles of Johan, who is the most relatable character, because I too am tired and exhausted all the time. I like that one. Yeah, I think lazy animatics are good, and they can be healthy, and, like, when they're funny, because, you know, you're like, oh, I'm doing this because I think it would be fun, that's good. But I think you shouldn't force yourself to do animatics, or at least that's my philosophy for myself, is not to force myself to do them. So I've just kind of been chilling. And again, I haven't had an actual notebook for about a week now. So I've been drawing on and off on, like, random pieces of paper or in my line notebooks, but I haven't had, like, a drawing notebook for a while now. Yeah, that's it. That's exactly it. If you force yourself to do something, you force the love out of it, too. Reminds me of when Dreamer told me, Dreaming for Ghoster told me, if you stress, you make a mess. Look, it's Eldon. Being a dork, wearing his beanie. Look, it's the Rad Reaper, being a dork. Scratching his head with his scythe. No. And, I kind of crushed it, which is what she's saying right there. Magnus is low-key, very high-key, my favorite character. And not wearing a beanie? I don't understand. My webcomic, I just pretty much follow Ava's Demon right now, and, Paranatural. And I do like Ghibli films. I haven't seen a ton of them, but I do very much like the ones that I've seen, and I want to see the other ones, but again, I have a hard time getting into things that I have to invest time into, which is why instead I just sit around and take a nap. Ha! Look at me, I can waste time on my own. That's Aqua from Kingdom Hearts. That's from a fic. Because, you know, once you finish something, you gotta find some way to fill up the void. I always wanted to do a It's Quiet Uptown animatic for Felix and Reagan, but I've never gone around to it, so here are some doodles while I was thinking about that. And for the last picture, the very last picture is, maybe it was this week, maybe it was last week. Again, I have a hard time keeping track of time. But it is a picture of Rover from Animal Crossing with a cup of joe. This is my sentiments on Mondays. It is literally the mood. Alright, and that is my sketchbook. Thank you guys for chilling out with me for this, past half hour. It's been good. I'm sorry, I really am really tired. I've been working lots of hours. Lots of schoolwork, lots of homework, lots of things to do. If you guys want to, hi? Okay, anyway, if you guys have, like, any suggestions or something, on animatics, you can go ahead and drop them in the comments after this is done posting. I can't really guarantee anything, but if it catches my fancy, I might draw it. But yeah. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.